Welcome to MJ's Garden Chat, episode 45.1. Because clearly I had summoned Mr. Elon Musk to the stage, and Riverside, the app that we are using, was not having it at all. I feel like that last episode, we talked about that man like at least a solid 3 times in the 30 minutes. So what, every 10 minutes this man's name came up? Like what? And I still have a bone to pick with you, Mr. Elon. Since we didn't get to talk about it last episode, I guess we can start with it now. What, sir? Elon. Why can't people get their Cybertrucks insured? Like, what? Sir, $100,000 for a vehicle and Geico is not insuring your vehicles? Please come to the forefront and explain. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely insane. You spend all that money
A big
for a
ass
vehicle
roach.
that looks like, I don't know, like some off-brand military. Exactly.
I'm
And
so
then
You can't see your card, can
you're
you?
scared to drive it because you don't know, is it
The type
gonna
of one.
just gonna blow up on me? Like what's going on with it? Like
a lot. People are having issues with it just locking and them not being able to get inside of their cars.
Imagine an emergency, like you have to go to the bathroom. And you're like,
Yeah,
all I need to
that's
do is get in the
right.
car.
Dude, imagine, inside the car in the desert, for example, where the cars were tested because they don't function on this side of the country because of the cold. So people are having issues with their cars not starting up in the dead of winter.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why this makes me laugh so much.
oh my god.
It's
Just imagine you're sitting in your car. Your car locks up on you. You can't get out. like someone said earlier, I mean, what if you have to use the bathroom? 911 dispatch, what is your emergency? I'm locked in my car.
oh my god. Could you imagine? I don't even know what I would do. That's worse than
You have to tell them,
elevator.
and I have to pee. Hurry. Hurry.
Help. Send help. But it's crazy. So I did do a little deep dive because obviously I was a little invested in this expensive piece of garbage. So you can't. Okay, so for the regulations in terms safety regulations for the backup camera, for the standard for cars is 2 seconds for the camera to click on when you put the car in reverse. Excuse me. And for the Cybertrucks, they're not clicking until 9 seconds
Get them on
after
me.
the people that put the cars in reverse.
Oh,
Will it go
no.
By the time
automatically?
then you hit something,
Automatically? Will it go?
so much can happen in 9 seconds.
And
That's
Elon just been like, sorry.
you have $100,000. You have enough money to afford to fix whatever you hit in that 9 seconds. That's insane.
Should use my cash app.
So besides that, what else is Mr. Elon? Okay, so someone did a deep dive on his family. And so we know that he was born in South Africa. But did you know that his mother was born in Canada? Did you know that his mother was Canadian?
Never.
I didn't know that she was Canadian either.
No.
And you know what else I didn't know? So she was born. So she's a twin. Fun little fact. She's a twin. And her parents, or their parents, moved them to South Africa in 1948, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what happened in 1948 in South Africa during that time? Little history lesson.
Mhm.
Probably not, because
Apartheid.
Oh, okay. With the history over there. Yes, ma'am. Okay then. Yes, do not underestimate. You done told me 2025 ain't got SHIT on us. Yes.
That's right.
So, but okay, so with that being said now, his grandparents were like the main people who were a part of the apartheid. Like they were the main supporters. It's like so they created their generational wealth off of legalized oppression. Like this family's cooked. Like they're
Wow.
like what?
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
see how like so it's like okay so you're crazy but like you come from a line of crazy
Right.
crazy and hate.
Right.
Like what in the world? Like that's why he looks so evil. Like that's why he looks so evil. He's evil. You come
And
from
this
evil.
and this is going to be a person on the cabinet,
Bro,
Trump knows how to pick them, doesn't he?
right?
dude.
Mm.
I
Does
literally
anybody know what he's going to be doing on the cabinet?
I have
No
no idea, but I know that
idea.
he's trying to well the health the child cancer research, he's trying to cut that. So I feel like he's trying to well, he's somewhere in position of cutting major resources. Like he's pretty
Wow.
high up there for whatever. Isn't is he in the House of Representatives? I don't.
That's what I think they were trying to put him in. Right now, they just made up a department for him. It's very weird.
That, well, okay, so that was just a little like random Elon. So hopefully this podcast will go through since the first 6 minutes was about Elon and his family being evil. But whatever. Um, moving on to the first 48 hours of 2025 because it has been a complete shit show.
Mm, mm.
Like there's been so much going on. The first thing that I heard about was in New Orleans, NOLA. I don't know how to pronounce it, however you want to pronounce
Lounge.
it. Um, the man who drove through that New Year's Eve, was it a New Year's Eve parade or the celebration on Bourbon Street?
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
They're saying that
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
which is insane. And they're okay, so that happened. What was it? New Year's Eve, and then
Mm-hmm.
New Year's Day, the morning of New Year's Day in Las Vegas, in front of Trump Tower. Again, Mr. Elon, your Cybertruck was blown up in front
Yep.
of Trump Tower. And they're saying now, so they're, I believe that they're calling both of them terrorist attacks. I'm not 100% sure.
At first, they wasn't calling the first one, which was very weird.
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first they wasn't calling it that, and people were like, "Why? What does it take to be?"
That's crazy that
An act of terror.
they weren't calling
Yeah.
that an act of terror, but Luigi Mangione or Mangione, they're trying to list him as a terrorist when he
Yeah.
Exactly.
like okay, make it make sense. That's wild. I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
that, but you know what I did hear, which I find like a weird coincidence. Both of the people who committed the crimes, there were well, the one in Vegas was active duty military, and the one in New Orleans was a veteran, but they were both stationed at Fort Bragg during the same time.
Yep.
Oh, that's creepy.
And rented their vehicles from the same
Yeah,
company.
from Toro. They
Yeah,
both
that's
rented
weird.
their vehicles from Toro.
And the guy that tried to take out the president at a golf course.
Yes, had visited there like 157 times or something. Something
Yep.
crazy. Like, and you don't
Oh,
think that there's any correlation between the three
something's going on at that
at Fort
place.
Bragg. Like, what? Someone needs to investigate. Where is Fort Bragg? Is that Texas?
Sounds like it. Hold on.
North
Let's see.
Carolina. I think it was North Carolina.
Is it North Carolina? Fort? Yeah, that. Nope, it is North. Yep, that is North Carolina.
Mm. And then they're saying that the guy that was in the Cybertruck, they're saying that he was found with the um Basically, he unalived himself before the car blew up.
Mm.
What?
Mm. What?
Yeah.
So like, wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Like, so he like shot himself first, and then
Yes. And then
uh,
the was on a timer, probably.
oh no,
So
that's
yeah, it's very,
crazy.
I mean, because
very
if you
weird.
think about it, like they go, they know that they're not going to make it out alive in these missions, right?
Uh-huh.
Like the dude in New Orleans,
Yeah.
you you know that you're on a that you're on a mission,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, so you know that you're not going to make it, walk away from that,
Yeah.
you know. And I feel like the same thing with the with that explosion with the Tesla. I
Uh-huh.
mean, they knew they weren't going to walk away from that.
Yep. Yep. And it's all planned out,
Yep.
and they want to do it in a public area and popular and
And I find it very peculiar that um with Saint Luigi,
Mhm.
ah, that he said that what is it that that's developments will come, or things will start to unravel or unfold.
Yeah, and that it wasn't just him. Like
Right.
basically he's not alone,
Right.
and then all of this stuff starts happening. It's very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
wait, mind blown. You think that this is all in correlation with Saint Luigi?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, plot twist.
Like you got to think they're doing something in front of the Trump Tower.
Mm-hmm.
And remember Trump, he's always talking about cutting funds and cutting, you know, the research and cutting the money and
Yeah.
all of that stuff.
No, no, that makes.
Then then you have a separate tragedy where what happens when there's a tragedy? A whole bunch of people are going to have to go to the hospital. So even the ones that, were injured during that, they had to go to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And it's in a predominantly, you know, black area, but a lot of people, were hurt because it's still the New Year's.
yeah. They were saying 15 were killed and over 30 in critical condition. And the thing
Yeah.
wild
Mm-hmm.
that I had heard also was that the first person that was identified, I think she was 18, but
Yeah, 19.
she had asked her mom if she could go, and her mom said no. And
Mm-hmm.
she ended up sneaking out anyways and going with her cousins, and she was one of the first to be identified. Like I couldn't even imagine being that mom finding that out on the news
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
after you told her that she couldn't go.
Yeah, and the whole time you're thinking, oh, she's asleep. And you get a call like, what? She's
Hmm.
asleep. She's here.
It's insane. This world is crazy. The world, but Cat Williams, he had said it too. He said though that last year was going to be what it was, and I feel like, and I didn't do my homework again. I'm failing my podcast class. This is awful. Definitely did not do my homework to see what all that was said and what came true. But he's supposed to be on Shannon Sharp tonight.
Mhm.
I think I honestly don't even know what time. So I feel like once we finish this, I will, Lord Jesus, attempt to actually upload this and make sure it sees through past 99%. Um,
Yeah.
but I do want to check that out. Hopefully, it's not another 3 hours because I mean, I do have that time, I guess, but I really don't want to sit there for 3 hours. Cat. That shit was long. The first go around, not gonna lie, but I
Yeah.
definitely do want to check that out. Um, Walmart, I think we talked about this a few episodes ago, but coming out with their Birkin, they've sold out of their
Yeah.
Birkin. And I did catch a TikTok where someone compared their real Birkin to the Walmart Workin, and it's actually not too far off if you are interested in purchasing. Well, I mean, you can, it's sold out right now, but if you were interested in getting the Walmart knockoff, um, but some people are saying that this is about to like transform the luxury industry, I guess you could say, in terms of like knockoffs and counterfeits. But knockoffs and counterfeits have always been like around, so I don't really think it's gonna like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with a company so huge like Walmart, and if they're allowed to do it, that's just going to open up a whole different ball game with that.
Right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lawsuit soon. Like after it's all said and done and after all the money is made, the real Birkin will sue
Probably.
Walmart.
If they're not already suing,
Mhm.
because they probably are. But you
Cuz
know
there's
what?
people that are complaining like I bought a luxury Birkin and you guys are basically
Yeah,
beneath me
like
and
sorry,
buying your
people don't have
similar.
house money to go buy a bag.
Oh my gosh.
200,000 on a purse, like that's a nice piece of land, especially down south where the land is cheap. That's
Uh-huh.
a nice piece of land. And those bags aren't cute. I don't want a Birkin. The person that
Eh,
made the bag for, she didn't even like it. So like
yeah.
let that resonate.
Yeah.
And the bag is not really for style. The bag is to be able to say like the way they separate it is like new money versus old money,
Hmm.
where old money they've run that bag through the ground because they don't even like it. Like so it looks all disheveled and stuff,
Yeah,
and that's how you know that that person has money because
fat
their
habit
bag is old.
again.
Because they buy those as investments and they pass them down through generations.
Yeah,
That's what they're doing.
yeah.
But the thing is, it's like, okay, so okay, well, you invest with $200,000 in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who's to say that your granddaughter is gonna want to walk around with that bag? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or who's to say that they're not gonna go ahead and just sell it? But
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that
But when they
logic. But
sell it, the money goes up. So like for Birkins, when you buy it, if you buy the correct ones, you might buy it at let's say 50,000,
Yeah,
and then over a couple of years it's worth like 150,000.
right,
So it goes up in value. So giving it passing it down even if they don't wear it, that gives wealth to your next generation. So even if they sell it, they still made out with a whole bunch of money.
yeah, that's true.
mm. Well then.
And then, because you got to look at Cardi, I know they're laughing at Cardi, but Cardi, I understand her. So she was like, now that I have money, so she has like 10 of them, but
Hmm.
they're all, brand new looking. She keeps it on like the nice mantle and stuff like that. And you could tell that she's new money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, because she's.
So,
Meanwhile, yeah, I see it. It's just like, damn though, all of these. So people are mad. But then in the same breath, though, I think that it's rumored that the Workin is produced at the same factory that Birkins is produced at. And I
ah,
wouldn't really be surprised because I'm pretty sure that Walmart gets their diamonds from the same place that Tiffany's gets their diamonds from.
exactly. And then like the more and more you see, just pay attention to these recalls because you'll start to notice like this company was recalled and you'll be like, what is that? And then it's like they're the manufacturer of this company, this company, this company, this company. And you're like,
exactly.
wait.
So okay, so let's go back to the whole diamond thing. Diamond is a diamond is a diamond. It doesn't matter, like whether it came from Tiffany's, whether it came from Zales, whether it came from Walmart or the little kiosk in the middle of the mall.
Mm-hmm.
A diamond is a diamond, right? that company, well, it's actually the family, the De Beers. They're the ones who actually made it to the point where diamonds are considered rare. Diamonds are not rare. They're only rare because they're all being filtered through them and they're being locked away in a vault. And only certain amount get released. And that's what makes them rare.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And they're able to do it because of the Kimberly Act, which prevents blood diamonds.
Mm. But that's still going on.
But oh yeah, that's definitely still going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-mm-mm.
So
Crazy.
that's why, yeah, it's crazy. That whole thing is it's scary, and it's funny because I used to be a gemologist.
Mm-hmm.
So during the class, they were talking about the history of all the different stones, and especially the diamonds. And diamonds weren't actually the stone for like wedding bands and stuff until like the 1940s or 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And it was a big push by the De Beers company.
I think, wasn't it like, I feel like it was rubies or it was something else before the diamonds. I don't remember, but I
Well,
remember hearing it was like other other gemstones were being
yeah,
used.
yeah, other gemstones were used. Sapphires were a big thing that they
Yes,
used, but
there we
yeah.
go.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Speaking of money and diamonds and all of the wealth, did you guys see? Well, did anyone? I don't know if anyone really watches the ball drop anymore, but this man bought an ad, right? Like right before the ball drop. So I think it was like maybe at 10 seconds when the countdown started, was when his
Mhm.
ad popped up. But he proposed to his girlfriend via the ad.
Oh,
Aw,
that's cute. No,
that is
I didn't see
cute.
it.
Yep, he sure did. Talk about money. Imagine
That's what
how
I was just about to
much
say.
money
I wonder how much he dropped on that.
costs.
Millions.
Bro.
And what if she said no? Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I think he knew that she wasn't gonna say. He's super.
Or she just felt obligated to say yes, and she's like, "We'll figure it out later."
Oh my goodness, right? Like all eyes on me for real. To the people that do tune in, the people that were recording on TikTok, they were like, "Oh my goodness, where is she? Where are they?" In the VIP section, you know they got bread.
And
yeah.
then what I noticed too is that um I don't know if you've seen, but I was watching on YouTube and people from other states were showing their ball drops. So like, like Texas is like an hour behind from us.
Mm.
And so I watched our ball drop and it was 10 seconds late. So like when it started the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, like it was already midnight
No.
on the phone. And
Wow.
then I watched theirs on YouTube and I was like, okay, this can't happen again, right? And people in his comments was like, it's already 12. And he's like, hold on, it's coming. And then one girl got on the panel, like on the panel on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and they was like, it's already 12. And he was like, the ball came up like 10, 9.
Oh no.
So something is going on. I don't know if it's everybody's internet is like, now you can tell that your internet is lagging by 10 seconds, or just like everybody's
10 seconds.
ball drop is 10 seconds late.
That's crazy. I didn't hear about the 10 seconds late, but I heard that people saw random subtitles towards the end, and I guess subtitles weren't being shown throughout, but they
Yeah.
Mm.
popped up. But it was like, does this mean something? Like it was like cryptic, all out of order. But
Wow.
no.
And did you see that one with the it's the guy who always does the ball drop thing. Like he always commentates. Forget his name. Um and Andy, um the guy that does the Real Housewives.
I have no
He's
idea.
like the boss.
But go ahead.
I think his name is Andy, but he was there hosting, and they brought another woman there, and I guess she's a comedian, and she was supposed to be doing a roast, but she was like, it was a roast, but it was like a lot of truth in the roast
Oh
and a lot
no.
of jabs at people. And then one part, she was like, yeah, and you know how they don't want to give women rights to their body, and like everybody was quiet. It was like, what's going?
Oh no. She's like, no, I came to tell all the truths. We're laughing, but
Yes.
real life.
Yes, and
Two point.
it was so awkward because they were so quiet. And the guy, his husband was there with him, and he kept moving out of the frame.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not getting caught up with this for you. Like this
Oh my gosh.
so weak. He's like, I am not going down on this ship with you.
You could literally see it because they had their umbrellas up because I think it had started to rain or snow, and their umbrellas were clear. So first there were two umbrellas in the camera, and then there was only one.
I'm weak. I wonder if it was raining everywhere. It was raining in Virginia. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and rain, it's crazy because in literature, rain is symbolic for of change. And
Mm-hmm.
so, listen, I feel like that's just 2025 is not going to be the same as 2024.
No.
Change.
Yeah.
But yes, I think it was raining because there was lightning that hit the US Capitol, the Washington Monument, the One World Trade Center, and the Empire State Building
I
on New Year's Eve, approximately around the same time.
Oh yeah, that's creepy.
I heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, because it was raining out here. It was raining hard.
Yeah.
Ohio.
Raining. Yeah.
See,
And
that's crazy. I
Yeah.
wonder. And this is random too. So President Carter died. Rest in peace. So, but with that being said, all legal, not legal, all federal buildings have to fly their flags at half staff um, for 30 days.
Mhm.
And with that being said, the flags are going to be at half staff when Mr. Trumpsky goes in office.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Ain't that crazy?
His
Mm-hmm.
whole situation is crazy.
Dude, he's like complete everything he said he was for or what he was going to do to get his companions to be on board, he completely flopped. It's
Yes.
the complete opposite. Now he's on board with Mr. Elon and the
Yep.
one is it H1B1 visas?
Yep.
Yes.
Um he was asked at some New Year's Eve event, and he was like, we need these people in our country. We need educated people in this country." But weren't you campaigning saying that immigrants were all of these like criminals and degenerates and all of that? Like
Yeah.
what? Like so,
Just an
you,
absolute mess.
dude. But that was quick to double back. That I
He's
feel like
doubling back before he's even inaugurated.
yeah, like that was quick.
Mhm.
And they're having a pregame party, a freedom
Mm.
on the 19th of January. Little
Oh yeah.
fact. So I don't really know
Oh my gosh.
what's the intent,
And
but
it's just so sad. Like it's sad and funny all at the same time. Like his voters that voted for him, he completely flipped on them. All of those like middle America people, he's completely flipped on them.
yeah, them some same people crying about eggs. I went into Food Lion today, and do you know there was a sign that said "Sorry, limited quantity." There's an egg shortage again. Is that
Yeah.
due to that recall? Was there a recall?
Yeah. Yeah, it's because of the recall.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, because it's at certain stores that
Uh,
that brand of eggs that was like for um don't know if it was Aldi's or Walmart or Target, because they're all made by the same people.
They're all made by the same
Yeah.
people, literally. The
So
monopoly of the food industry.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's
It's
crazy.
like, mm-mm-mm.
That's a, I don't even know. I mean, I guess that's a good place to end. I don't think that there's any more recalls that we need to talk about. Oh, no, there was. What was the last thing that was recalled? I think air fryers. Air
Air
fryers
fryers.
last
Mm-hmm.
recalled. That was on our fake episode 45 that was recorded, and then that didn't process or upload. So, with that being said, before we depart ways, I do have to make my church announcements. I forgot. We
Mm-hmm.
do have, okay, so let's see. So, Monet's birthday party is Saturday the 11th. And then, so save the date, come, have fun. And then that following Sunday, the 12th, we're having our sound bath meditation with Whispering Wind. And it's going to be her winter solstice. So definitely tune in or come in for that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. And we're really excited about this. So we're doing, PGST is going to be doing an 18-month calendar. Um, so we are hosting a model call. So if you are local to the 757 area, please reach out if you're interested. The application deadline for that is going to be January 31st. So that's going to be right at the end of the month. And with that, we will be creeping and transitioning into February for our Galentine's Day. So save the date for February 8th. Okay. I think that's all I've got for now. And again, we forgot to talk about the Pope. So next episode, episode 40, we are going to talk about this man because I always remember at the tail end clearly, like I did just now. So good night. I'll talk to you guys later.
Good night.
Night. Bye.